I am pleased to have you return to my Coin Lady channel. You see, this occurs each and every time the XRP price drops. Whenever the price of XRP drops, there are always going to be a lot of people who are scared and who voice a lot of unreasonable concerns about it, as if there were something fundamentally wrong with XRP. This leads to all sorts of absurd narratives being spread around the crypto community. Actually, this includes crypto media. I'll show you 3 stories that have been discussed in crypto media, and I'm going to dissect them because they don't make sense regarding the actions of XRP or why they should have any impact at all. To put it simply, it is illogical. For this reason, it is not surprising that pricing will react to events, even if they are only tenuously connected to the ecosystem in question. The reason XRP is given such designation in this circumstance is because of that. Since it wouldn't accomplish anything else, right? The reason it's acting is going to be explained by me. It's macro, my friends. XRP is perfectly fine in every practical sense. I mean, it's ridiculous. Additionally, I must admit that by the conclusion of this film, those who suffer from anxiety will feel significantly less anxious. I simply cannot see any rationale for being afraid right now, therefore that is my objective nevertheless. I should preface this by saying that I come from absolutely no financial background. You should not put your money where your mouth is or make a purchase based on my recommendations. I am not a financial advisor. As a hobby and for fun, I enjoy making films on YouTube regarding crypto-related subjects. I'm just an enthusiast. While I am filming this video, the time is 2:22 in the morning Central Standard Time. Here in the good old Midwest of the US, my time zone is Eastern Standard Time, therefore right now, Friday, September 6, 2024, XRP is descending. Bitcoin is at $55,906 and it has dropped to 53.7 cents. I feel the need to emphasize this point, rather than elucidate it thoroughly, but not for an excessive amount of time. I promise not to make the same point over and over again in every video, but I would like to show you some visuals of something I brought up in recent videos. Then, I'll use that to argue that it isn't exclusive to XRP or even crypto in general. I have already informed you that this is only data from a historical perspective, and I have brought it up at least twice recently anyhow. That is not my view. Nobody is arguing about this. Let me tell you something, Bitcoin has a terrible track record when it comes to September performance. I'll explain why in a bit, but it's true. What you see on this screen is the monthly price activity of Bitcoin for every single month, starting from the beginning of 2011. This gives us 13 full data points for Bitcoin from 2011 all the way up to 2023. And what you'll find is that, once again, from 2011 all the way up to 2023, the last full month, 10 of the 13 data points indicate that the price of Bitcoin is falling. Actually, that is quite typical. It's still possible for the month to turn out green. According to the numbers, it's quite unlikely. Except, unless you're completely unfamiliar with cryptocurrency, in which case I must say, welcome. There's more to it than that. Good to have you here today. Despite what you may have heard, the stock market and cryptocurrency markets do actually move in lockstep. It's certainly true. What powers the liquidity of these marketplaces as well? So, check this out. Here's a headline from CNBC. Because, as we all know, the stock market and cryptocurrency markets move in lockstep, not to the second, of course, but holy cow, September is the worst stock market month ever. I mentioned before that there are a lot of bad storylines surrounding XRP and crypto, and now we can see how they all fit together. This is why you shouldn't be scared, people. I'm in no way advising you to invest. Do what seems reasonable to you. In my opinion, being scared here is completely irrational. On September, if you're reacting emotionally like this, you can anticipate that things will not go well. It is important to review the data. Oh yeah, you should have checked the numbers around the middle of last month. Due to my mental state, I anticipate feeling down next month when September rolls around. After all, the numbers tell me that's all there is to it. Where is your sense of humor in this? Therefore, I will not read this paper. However, I will observe that on page 5100, they noted the decline in September over the past 4 years. Okay, so it was last September. On average, the SP 500 fell 4% in 2020, 5% in 2021, 9% in 2022, and 5% in 2020. This statistics is really insane. Here on your screen is an item from Inc. that shows that the SP 500 has historically been falling in September, with data dating all the way back to 1948. Below this, you can see where they retrieved the data. It originates from BMO Capital Markets, yet it's visible to you. On average, September is down 7% according to this data set for the SP 500 that goes all the way back to 1948. As you can see on the screen, it's quite an aberration. That is quite excessive. On average, since 1948, only February has been down, and even then, it's only marginally down compared to the rest of the year. Once again, it's just down 1%, in September, it's down 7%. Additionally, you might have noticed that the 3 blue towers on the right side of the page, which stand for October, November, and December, constitute the 3 tallest skyscrapers in a quarter on average. People usually say the fourth quarter is amazing historically, and that's because it is. This is merely data. That is not my view. This is data, you have no business offering your opinion on it. Concerned, then? People aren't able to sleep because the stock market is falling and cryptocurrency is falling at a time when previous experience suggests the opposite. As if in the fetal position, they are sucking their thumbs while curled up on a little ball on the floor. To what end? Why, though? Can I ask in this way? I don't understand it. The good news is that, for reasons unrelated to this discussion, it is not unreasonable to assume that the fourth quarter will be very successful. Just so we're on the same page before I rip the XRP flood to shreds in a second, I wanted to lay the groundwork for why propagating FUD is a complete waste of time. November sees an increase, whereas October saw an average 1% increase for the SP 500. On average, the SP 500 has performed best in November, with a 1.6% increase, and December has performed even better, with an average increase of 1.5%. Fourth quarter performance has also been historically stellar. It is absolutely wild. In it, it's fantastic. A solid 2 thumbs up from you, on a scale from 1 to 10. On mornings, you look at it with a smile. You should, right? As a matter of fact, if you examine October, Bitcoin reflects that really precisely. Returning to the CryptoRank website, we can once again display the data from 2011 to 2023. You'll notice that we have full months for each of those years, correct? So, I just informed you that Bitcoin prices had fallen for 10 out of 13 months. Is that correct? It's presently fine 10 times out of 13 of those years, or more specifically, for the month of September. After this month, what? Does October work for you? Take a look at this. In the month of October, it has been up 9 times out of 13 years. Additionally, 8 out of 13 for November are up. I think you get the idea. And you could wonder, okay, then, what gives? For what reason is September always a terrible month? There are many different types of people with highly brilliant individuals that have been attempting to solve this mystery for quite some time. Having a lengthy discussion about this would be beyond the purpose of this video. But let it suffice to state that many people argue that the stock market tends to be boring and moves sideways as summer approaches. The reason behind this is that there are several debates that revolve on people going on vacation and then having to readjust things when they return. In this video, I am not arguing those specific points. Here are a few things for you to consider. In case you're interested, you may look it up on Google. My video would not have been seen without you. Embrace my channel with a like and a subscription. Goodbye for now.